Today we are going to continue to play the Artisan of Glimmith. I keep trying to say Gilgamesh. I've been sitting and playing this game for like an hour and a half, and I freaking dig it so much. It scratches my brain in like the most perfect way, where you have to solve these really intricate, cute little puzzles where you have to put shapes in a spot, and there's a bunch of different rules. Like for this one, they all have to be like little elbow macaroni shapes, and you just keep doing them all. And it's so satisfying. So right now we're on like the 4th area. And you know what? We're just going to start this one. This one is difficulty 3 puzzle. They all have to be elbow macaronis. So I just start by placing the shapes in the dead ends, because we know they got to come out, right? Out of the dead ends. And this one warns you from guessing, because it can go really wrong really fast. And that's so true, because this one can either be this way or this way. If you just start guessing, all of a sudden you're like halfway through the puzzle and you're in big trouble, right? So for this one, this can't be a part of either of these shapes, I don't think. So meaning this one has to come up this way, right? And then another cool thing is there's a little hint up here where you can check if you've done anything wrong. So you can just double check and make sure you haven't ruined anything. And if you're wrong, like if I did that, this is obviously wrong because it has to be an elbow macaroni. It'll tell you there's at least one mistake, and you can reveal where it's at. So there's supposed to be a barrier there. So we'll just pretend like we didn't see that, and I won't use it to solve the puzzle. But it's kind of like that. Okay, now that I'm looking up here, this one has to be together because it has to come out and be like, it can only be this shape. So meaning this one has to come down and has to be that, which means that this one can't be elbow macaroni like that because these will be blocked off. So this has to come down like that, which means that this one can't come down this way because there'll be no way to make it elbow macaroni that way. So meaning this one has to come up. And then this guy has to come down like this. This has to come up like this. This has to come up like this because if we went down, there'd be no way for this one to become an elbow macaroni. Bada bing, bada boom. So this has got to come down like this, which means this one has to be like this because it can't be an elbow macaroni any other way. Which means this one's got to do that, 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 like that, like that, like that, like this, and like this. Oops. Yes. Nice. Oh, when you finally get to that place where you could just zoom, it is so much fun. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do it difficulty 4 quite yet. That seems a little intense. Let's do difficulty 2. Okay, all regions must be a 3x4. But another thing is that you can't have the same shape on the opposite side of a line. So these have to be 2 different shapes. But other than that, that's really all we've got to go off of. We also know, I guess, it can't be a 3 across because then there'd be no way for this to go. So it's gotta be a 4 across, right? And then it can't go up 2 this way because it blocked this off. So it's gotta do something. And this one we know has to at least come out 3. It could come out 4, but it's gotta at least come out 3. Which means that this one, oh, it can't even come up 1 because this wouldn't be able to make a 3 or a 4 across. So this one's got to come across a 3x4. Wait, 3? Am I counting wrong? Oh, that's a 3x5. LOL. So it's got to come here. Get this out of my face. Oh my gosh, please get this off. Erase, erase, erase. Right, so like that. So then, get this off. Oh my gosh. This guy has to at least come down. Like this has got to be a square. It could come down this way or it could continue this way. We don't know if it's connected to this yet. But that means this guy has got to come down to be a 4x3 like that. And then this has got to be at least 3 down, but it has to be 4 because this one would have nowhere to go. So this is a 4x3 like this. Bang. And then again a 4x3 like this. I'm hoping this logic is like making sense. Because from every where we go, it's got to at least come down as a 3x4. Oh, so these have to be 2 different shapes then, because this couldn't be. If we made this the same shape, there'd be nothing to put. There'd be no way we could fit something there. So it's got to be a 4x3 like that, which means that this has got to be a 4x3 like that. And then I think we can just figure out the rest like this. Oops. Yeah. And that probably I could have just looked at the shape and figured that out if I counted across ways. I could have just like... But I like to use my brain in a unique and special way, okay? I like it. You know what? Let's do the 4. Oh my gosh. Note what you know. The key to success in trickier puzzles is marking down partial progress. Merge cells when you know they belong to the same region. Draw borders when you know they exist. Do this immediately, even if you don't know the full shape of a region. Filling in the facts will reveal new ways to make further progress until the puzzle is complete. Right, so this one looks absolutely terrifying. But it's just combining 2 different mechanics that we know from before, where each region has to contain both a red and a blue, and the ones on touching that these 2 things have to be the same shape. So anywhere there's 2 of the same symbol touching, we can draw borders between them to block them off because they can't exist in the same region. So we can go ahead and do that and make it like that. That looks a lot better than it did 2 seconds ago. And any of the dead ends need to come up. These can't be the same region because they have different colors. This can't go this way because it's the same region. So it has to come up. And then this one has to come up because otherwise it'd be blocking it. Meaning that we know this, the one touching this, has to be a 1x3. And it can't come this way because it wouldn't have a red or a blue. So it's got to come up this way. And that one's done. And then this one's got to come down. Can't go up. So it's got to come this way and up. So anything touching this one has to be like this. And I'm pretty sure that's the only way to do it. But we don't know that. So maybe we do. Because it can't be like this. Because it wouldn't have a red. It can't be... Yeah, I don't think it can be any other way. I think it has to be like this. We're just going to try that. Everything entered so far is correct. Good. So then this one has to come up so I can get a red and a blue. This one has to come up. And it can't go this way. We know that. This one has to be at least a 1x4. So it's got to at least come up like that. But it can't come up any farther, and it can't go left or right because it would have more than one of each shape in it. So that means this one is done, which means that this one's a 1x4. This one's got to come over, so does this one. So it's at least an elbow macaroni. This one, that means it has to at least be an elbow macaroni, but it can't be an elbow macaroni this way. So it has to be, can't be like that, but it also can't be like this because it blocked this off. Oh no, this is right here. I didn't see this guy. Actually, how about we go over here? This has to at least come out and come down, but it's got to find its way to a blue. So it's got to go like this to find its way to a blue, which means that this one, touching this one, also has to be like a little corner guy like that. But maybe we do this one instead. This is a 1x2 like this, and so is that one. And then this is a 1x3 at least. Oh, maybe we don't know. I lied. We don't know that this one gets closed off. This could still come up or do whatever it needs to do. Let's try to figure this one out. So this has got to look something like that. So maybe, let's see, if it comes out like this, that's that same shape. And then this can go like this. And then, oh, where's that extra, oh, this and then this? Yes, good. Complete the final puzzle in the market area. Oh. Oh, but we have to do 4 more in this section to move on. Ooh, you want to do a 4? Oh my gosh. A 5? Oh god. Let's try it. Let's try it. Difficulty 5 to 6 puzzles are very challenging. They may require careful logic, advanced techniques, and a lot of persistence. Early break-in steps may be difficult to spot. These puzzles are optional. Feel free to come back later if you get stuck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're coming back to that one. That one looks terrifying. Let's try a 2. Ooh, all regions must be this weird shape. So let's start at the dead ends. They've all got to come out like this. But, oh, see, these puzzles are really hard for me to picture in my head. This one's got to come up. And I'm thinking, like it could be like this, right? This is that shape. It could come up either way. So it's got to be at least this. And then, okay, then this guy's got to come out, actually. And then, see, I'm having trouble just envisioning that piece. So this one can't come up like this because it's got to jet out like that. So it's got to maybe come out like this and then up like that. No, but then this is blocked. Bro. So it means if this can't come up like this guy's got to cover that one, right? Which means that this piece has to be a part of this guy. Which means I think this is the shape. Is this the shape? Yeah. Which means that this is the shape. And then that is not possible. So then maybe these guys are connected. Y'all, this one is messing with me. I don't like this freeform shape thing. Oh, I still got this one. I forget about you. That's a shape, and then this is a shape. Okay. I didn't like you, sir. You were difficult. Number 2. Okay. Again, let's jet out. Let's jet out of the hidey holes. But, oh, this could be like that. Oh my gosh. But this one can't be a part of a star or a plus sign, so we know it's got to be a 3. Which means that this one's got to be a part of a plus sign. Which means so does this one. Which means this is a square. Which means that this is a square. Which means that this is a plus sign. Which means that this is a 3. This is a 3. This is a 3. This is a 3. And this is a square. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What about this one? Oh. Let's try it. So all the shapes, all the regions in this must be a 1x3. So we know that has to exist. This one's got to come down like this because it's a corner. This one can't come down like this, so it's got to come over like that. This one is a different shape. We can't do that one yet. We can't have a 1x2 here, so that means that both of these have to be a 1x3 like that. Which means that this has got to be a 1x3. This has got to be a 1x3. That's got to go there. Same thing, similar here. It's got to jet out like that, and then these got to be like that. Same with this, like a little staircase. Same thing here, 2 shapes right there, and then down like this, down like that. This has got to jet out like that. Same with these guys. Let's make these guys a shape, this one a shape. Oh my gosh, there's different colors. Let's make this a shape, 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 that one, and then this one. Yes, and that wasn't just guessing. That one's like I knew it had to be like that. And I just know. I just knew it had to be like that. I don't know what to tell you. What about that? That's a 3. Oh god. So all shapes must be either something that looks like that or a 1x5. Or 1x5. So this one can't be a 1x5, meaning it has to be the little shape that looks like that, right? And this one can't be this little guy because it can't be. So this has got to be a 1x5. Boom. And this one can't be a 1x5, so I mean it's got to be this little guy. And this one, I don't know yet actually. But we know this one comes out from here, and it comes out at least 3, because that's how one little guy by itself works. It either comes out 3 or it comes out 5. But if it came out 5, this one couldn't be any of the shapes. So this one's got to be like that. Which means that this guy's also got to be a little guy like that. Which means this one comes down, it has to be a 5 because it can't be the other shape. This one comes out at least 3, but it could continue. It could not. This one's got to be a guy like that. This one's got to come down at least 3, but we don't know what happens after that. This one can't come down 5, so this, and neither can this one. So these guys have to be a part of a guy like this, right? So it can't be like that, because then there would be no shape that could form here. So it has to be like this. And then, actually this one has to be a 1x5, which means that this guy has to be like this. This is also one of those shapes like this, and so is that one. So there's only 3 1x5s in that whole thing. The rest of these little funky boys. Good to know. Ooh, restore the shape bank window. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. And like before, I'm gonna move on to the next region. I'll come back for these one day, but I like to try the different mechanics. What else? Okay, let's start with the level 1, because we don't know what's about to happen in these guys. Ooh, so this depicts the shape that region must be. So like this one down here has to be a 2x2, so we know it doesn't extend any farther than that. This guy has to be a part of a plus sign, so we know it has to look like that. This guy has to look like that. This one's an elbow macaroni, and this one's a 1x3. I think in the future it could also probably be useful to count up how many squares each of these shapes takes up, and then count up how many squares we have in the entire puzzle. Because if those two are equal, we know there's not any extra shapes that are not a part of the restrictions. I think that could probably be helpful one of these days, but who knows? Okay, so this one's got to be a little ziggy-zag, but it can't combine with that because it would make it not correct. So it's got to come up like this, a zigzag like that. Oops. And then this has got to be a zigzag like that, a zigzag like this, a zigzag come down, a zigzag come down, and then another zigzag right there. Nice. What about this guy? Okay, so this one's got to be a 1x4, which means it has to come this way because it can't go straight up. This one down in the corner has to be a square, which means it has to combine with this one because there's no other way we can do that. This has to be a square, and it means it has to come up this way because it can't come over because this has to be a different shape. This has to be a 1x4, which has to come this way because if we did it up like this, then this would not be possible. Right, because this could, oh no, this could be like this. No, because then this one wouldn't be right. Okay, right, so this has to come right like that. But these have to be together because a 1x4 has to come up like this. It can't go to the right. These are two squares over here. This is a square, and then those are the same 1x4. Oh yeah, oh yeah. How many do we have to do with this one? 13. Oh my gosh. 13 is a lot. Let's start to the right. Ooh, precision. This is a new mechanic. All regions must have an area of exactly 4. There's a 4 in the middle. That's cute. So, how much does this have? So this has 12 squares. So each one has to be, there has to be 3 shapes. That was easy. That one was just kind of introducing you to the mechanic. So all must have an area of exactly 3. So it means that can't be a shape. So this one's going to have to escape out into the rest of the world. Same with this one. It's going to have to escape out to the rest of the world if it wants to survive. If it wants to be a shape of 3, which means that has to come out like this. That has to come out like that. This one has to loop around. This one's got to escape. So this one can be a 3 by itself up there. Come up like this, come up like that, and like that. Yeah. Yeah, when you get it, you really get it. Okay, all must be a region of exactly 4. Okay, let's start with what we know. Come out from these little hidey holes. Right. So, we know at least one of these shapes has to come down in here because we couldn't leave those alone, right? So what if we just did something like this? Yeah. Simple as that. That one was simple. Ooh. Oh my gosh. This is a level 1? This is difficulty level 1, but it combines 3 different mechanics. Where all regions must have an area of 4, and then the delta and the Gemini symbols, which tell you what, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, all regions must have an area of 4. So these all at least have to come jet out. And we know that they can't be the same symbol because we can't have the same symbol on the opposite sides of a line. These all have to be different. But these two symbols have to be different symbols. So this one's got to come all the way down, meaning that this one can come out. Oh my gosh, no. What the frick? Okay, so yes, this one comes down. So this one has to come down one more, but it can't come down this way because it can't be the same as this. So it has to come out like that and be a shape before that way, which means that this one has to come out and be like this, but it could either come up or it could be to the right. So we don't know yet for this one. But this one, these two have to be different. So if this comes out like this, it can't come out like that. So it's got to either go up. Oh, it can't go up because it'd be the opposite sides of the same line. So it's got to come down. So that's got to be a shape like that, which means that this one's got to be a shape like that. And this one's got to be the same as this one. So this one has to be a zigzag like that. And then a 4, and then a 4. Ew. Ew. Oh my gosh. There's so many puzzles. I want to keep going down this path though. So let's just do that. Hold control to see the size of an area. 42. All regions, okay, it must have an area of exactly 7. So that is that 6 spaces? Because 6 and 8, well, on a day they can make us 48. So 6 and 7 would be 42, right? So 6 regions. So this one's got to come out, which means it's got to come down. So that's what we know so far. Right. Good chat. So, okay, so this has to be a different region than that, we at least know. And then these two have to be a different region, but these might connect. I don't know. It means that these two have to be a different region, and so do these two, but these two could connect. So, let's see. Oh, this can't come this way because it can't be on the opposite side of the same line. So this has got to come like that, which means that these had to be a different shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't be a part of this because the opposite sides of the same line. So this has got to come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has got to come down like this. This can't be the same thing. So these have to be the same thing. 1, 2, 3. These can't be the same shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, these are different shapes. So is this. So this is to come up. It can't come up like this because these have to be different shapes. Oops, see, those have to be different shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can block these guys off because they're different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bonk. 7. So we got that guy. Oh. That's only 6. I'm just kidding you. But this guy's got to come down, and that's 7. This guy's got to come down. That's only 6. Oh gosh. But it can't be part of this guy. Let's change this color too. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to come down, complete that shape. Let's go. We have 3 out of 6 completed shapes. Right? So this guy's got to come down. These guys got to be different colors. So this guy's got to come at least this far. This guy's got to come this far. This guy's got to come down. So is this guy, this guy. That's 7. That's only 6 still. But this and then that. This guy and that guy. Ooh, satisfying. I love when you can zigzag them down like that. Oh. It just opened every single puzzle. Oh, there's a lot over here. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, this one's like glowing. Maybe we should try this blue one. Okay, this should be easy. 2, and then an elbow, and then a 3, and this one can just be by itself. Why are there some that are glowing? 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, an elbow, like this. Okay. This is where you get into trouble because I just ran through it way too fast, and that was not even correct. I think it was, though. Yeah, and this can be like that, and this can be any shape it possibly wants to be. Look at that. And then the rest of the shapes are just one by ones. That's funny. Should I just do the ones that it's recommending? No, because those are like lame. Those are easy puzzles. Oh, mingle shape. Neighboring regions must have different shapes. A mingle shape. Okay. So just like this. Bang. Those are just introducing different mechanics. Oh my gosh. There's just so much to do. There's a little... Oh my gosh, there's a little guy over there. Let's do some of the hidden ones. There's a hidden one down there. All regions must be one of these shapes, and then these ones have further restrictions. So, this one's gotta be like that. We know that. This guy's gotta come up, and it can't come this way because it blocks off this, so it's gotta go that way. This guy's gotta come up like this, which means that this guy has to at least come up 3, which means that it's not the same shape as this. This one's gotta come up at least 3 as well. Gotta be divided off, which means that this is a different shape. And it's gotta be like this, gotta be like that, gotta be like that. Boop, boop, boop. This guy's gotta come up, and it can't go this way because it can't be part of that shape. So, it's gotta come this way, be an elbow macaroni. This one's gotta be like that. And then like this and like that. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's some over there too. Oh, this guy. This guy's only have, oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm not gonna do all of them. Let's do, which one do we want to do? Oh, this is a different section than this. And then this is over here is a whole different section new too. Oh, this is how, this blue line is showing you how to move forward. Oh my gosh, there's so many. So let's just let's just follow the blue until it opens up into a new world, and then we'll stop the video because I am getting addicted to this game and I need to stop. So this one, the puzzle has to be either, or the shapes have to be either a square, oh my gosh, a square or a 1x3. So, and the neighboring regions must have different shapes. So this is going to be a 1x3 because it just has to be. But this could be a square or it could be a 1x3. But no, it can't be a 1x3 because they can't be the same thing. So this one has to be a square. Right. And then this one can't have a square touching it. So it's got to be a 1x3 at some capacity. But this one has to be a square because a 1x3 can't be touching this guy. Right. This one's going to have to be a 1x3. This one's going to have to be a square. This one's going to have to be a 1x3. Yeah. What about this one? A shape bank. All regions must be one of these shapes. Okay, so a 1x1. And then what about a 1x2? Like that. And then, oh, Minkle shape. Neighboring regions must have different shapes. So this one's got to be a square. Oh no, because then this couldn't be any of the shapes without it getting yelled at. So, oops, excuse you. This one, this guy has got to be a part of a square. Like that. Where are the different colors? Why is it all the same thing? There. And then a 1x2. And then a 1x1. A 1x2. A 1x1. A 1x2. And a 1x1. Yay. I think this is the last one before we open up this section. So that's what will be when we end the video. Okay. So for this one, neighboring regions must have different shapes, and all regions must be either a 1x3 or an elbow macaroni. So let's start at the dead ends, come out at least like that, come out at least like that, and come out like this. So we know this one has to be a part of an elbow macaroni. But if we have an elbow macaroni this way, this one would be forced to be an elbow macaroni, but it can't be because these have to be different shapes. So we know this one has to be an elbow macaroni that way, like that. So meaning that one has to be a 1x3. Boink, boink. This one can't be like this. Oh, it can be like this. Oops. Oh, this could be like this and like this. And then a 1x3 and then an elbow. Oh no, 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 no. This has to be an elbow. No, okay, so that's where they say don't start guessing. You're gonna mess up everything. So let's go back to our roots. This one's an elbow macaroni this way, and then a 1x3. Right. And then this one comes out. This one's gotta be an elbow macaroni. This one's gotta be a 1x3. This one's gotta be an elbow macaroni, and that one's gotta be 1x3. Yes, okay. So now we've unlocked this new area. I wonder what these new mechanics are. Same, okay, nothing new. I don't think there's anything new. No. Nothing new, just harder versions of all of the stuff we've already done. Jeez. I wonder how many levels, how many different types of stuff there are. There's so many levels. Holy crap. You could spend hours and hours and hours in this game. And that's really exciting. But anyway, I'm gonna stop playing for today. I've been playing for like over 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours, because I got really addicted to this game really fast. This really is such a fun game, and as I've said before, it feels really good to use your brain in such a logical way, like figuring out where shapes can and can't go. And I don't really know what else to say about this game other than I really love it. Like, it's so satisfying. It's really, really satisfying and really fun. And it's I love the world map where it's not just you go to levels and you select levels, like it's interactive. There's a hidden guy all the way down there. Isn't that cool? Look at those hidden levels all the way down there. Oh my. Like this, isn't that fun? That is so stinking cute. Like, I can't even describe how much fun this game is. I feel like I want to solve it now that I'm like sitting here because it's so stinking cute. Like, I can't even describe why it's so much fun, but it is like the best thing in the world. Stop. Okay, and I keep like saying I'm gonna go away, but I keep coming back for more. If that has to show you anything about how much I love this game. Like, because I just do. But, ooh, that's really close. I'm gonna stop right now. If you want to see more of this game, please let me know. But you should really play it yourself. It's like $11 right now on Steam. It's on sale. I would recommend it. There's so much content, and I may not do all these levels on a video, but it is so worth playing. So please go and download it, play it. It's on Steam. I think I already said that, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna ramble forever, so I'm just gonna cut it here. Please play this game and watch my videos on it. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye. I get really awkward in outros. Bye, guys.